Sudu. I hope I got that pronunciation right, but if not, he will correct me. Of course, he's a Florida-based dancehall artist, all right? And he's getting ready to launch his record label. That's called The Most I Records. All right, so let's hear from Sudu to tell us more about that. Sudu!
Yes, connect live and in living colors.
Yeah, man. Welcome to RJR 94 FM. All right, I'm looking at your. All right, I'm looking at your bio, and your bio tells me that you are a Florida-based dancehall artist. Do you have any connection whatsoever to Jamaica? Have you ever come visit Jamaica?
Yeah, man, Jamaica born and raised, man. Same place in the Westmoreland degree, you know.
Yeah, you're from Westmoreland. Okay, so what caused you to migrate? Is it that you felt that you would be getting better opportunities abroad and stuff musically or in other aspects of your life?
Well, actually, other aspects of my life have brought me to the States, but as always, I stay connected to Jamaica and I stay true to the music. So it's only right to keep it going. As previously I used to play a sound system, named Lazine sound system, for like probably 8 or 10 years before I might 2 years. But then, you know, music has always been a core part of me, and there's no getting away from music. I really think it's music that chose me, and I never chose it. So I can't refuse it. There's no refusing music at this point.
So your path was destined from birth for music.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so. As I don't think music is something where you pick up music or you tell yourself they are about the music. I think music is more of a divine intervention, like it's a calling, you know? Yeah.
All right, so you first started as a sound system disc jockey. You play music and stuff. Now, me play music too. Me is a disc jockey too. But I've never thought that, I should go sing or DJ. So what influenced you to make that transition from not only playing music to recording music?
Alright, I want to tell you the funny thing is that before I even start playing sound system, I used to always DJ other songs, other artists' songs, and I started playing sound system as a means of saying, well, I just want to stay connected with the music. So as long as I'm involved with music, I'm in a happy place. Wow. So when I started playing sound system, I was like, yeah, it feels good. And then the reaction from the crowd, I'm like, you know what? With all this talent, and I've always been influenced by my peers, them, and them, I say, you have it. You can write and you can DJ. Take it serious now. I said, no, man, it's just a hobby thing in high school. I said, sure, I just a hobby thing. And years go by, me I play sound system until, it finally hit me, say, like, seriously, you're calling this. You need to do it. No matter where you go, what you do, I still end up at the same place. Like, music constantly a call me. So I'm like, you know what?
You decided not to fight it.
Part, Yeah, I stopped resisting, All
right, you have a new song that's out. It's called The Story. Am I correct?
Right.
All right.
Yes,
but before we get to that, back in the day when you first started to, record and stuff, what were some of your earliest successes in terms of music? That songs that you recorded that you got recognition for, and that you could say, well, yeah, that seems to be good.
Well, my first record was in professional record was in 2014. I recorded a song on Jawian record called Cool and Quiet. It did pretty well. It even was voted #1 on a Canadian internet radio chart, and that was good, Yes. And then I released an extract for an English-based producer, and Rhythmatic record titled Big Thing. That did well. It just told me airplay a little thing going, and then I did Winning, and Winnings was really the song where actually brought more attention to me online when I did that for Catalyst Music. It's a Miami-based producer, and that is when I like, hey, you know what? Something really serious are going. I mean, I'm getting some attention here. So why not just run with it and, keep on feeding on the good music. So with this next track now, The Story, I think this is really the breakout song. Like, seriously, the song have more than enough potential.
All right. I know you want us to get to that because that's a current thing and that's what's happening. But tell me quickly, what's the difference between the reggae and dancehall scene in Jamaica in comparison to South Florida, where you're based right now?
All right. Well, the only difference is that, you know, with Jamaica, you get the more hardcore stuff, and then you have music readily and you tip of your finger like that. The new stuff as it drop, you can get it in Jamaica, you can get it on the street. Where here it take a little bit, you know, probably a week or so before you actually get a whole of it, and then things that are played in Jamaica will probably get old and stale. It's still current in a South Florida. So that's one of the things, but it is not far apart. I would say probably a month or two, so we see like, oh, when them still at Jamaica, like 2 months after, it gradually just starts fade. And then from the reverse, a song which part hot in Florida is not necessarily a song that is popping in Jamaica. So it feed off of each other. You know, it creates a balance somewhere along the line. So it just left to what the patrons want to hear at what specific time.
All right. Now we'll fast forward to the present. And of course, just to remind our listeners that we're talking to Florida-based DJ, dancehall artist, Sudu. And Sudu, you now have a song that's called The Story. So I want you to introduce the song to the listeners of RJR 94 FM and tell them what it's about.
All right. This is not Jamaica, my fans. My followers, potential fans and listeners. It's a track wherein I stop and I check and I see what I go on in the dance hall. It's just a certain number of topics everyone stick on. And there are topics that I realize a lot of artists don't venture on. But this topic specifically, we have to speak to the youth them which part get caught up in the system, get carried away by crime and then something. I said, there's more to life than crime. You know, you can make something of yourself outside of crime. Then you have to turn to crime. You know, so this is the track. But listen it, be inspired, be motivated, and know say, hey, you can be the difference where you want to see. Make something good of yourself.
The winners never quit, and the quitters never win. We know them never live in this, that no. We think them never live in this. 4.5. This is the rise and the fall, the story. I get a youth life overall, you hear it. The cat from the beat on the ball, no glory. Every man a run and have to jump over wall. Don't blame the weed or the rum. The system design program to keep you down. The bigger is a talk and I show the gun. Don't turn off the music and it have to be fun. See ya. Coming from the ghetto life from. We know this harder, we never have much. Still push through the struggle, even though they don't it up. I rise above it all cause we dance and crowd. Get a youth a stand up in the fan repeat. Any dance fight, they get a youth in the street. They hungry a mind, but I show you no see. Rise up the youth and now accept defeat. This is the rise and the fall, the story. I get a youth life overall, you hear it. The clap from the beat on the ball, no glory. Every man a run and have to jump over wall. Don't blame the weed and the rum. This is the design program to keep you down. The bigger is a talk and I show the gun. Don't turn off the music and it have to be fun. Hey, wise up now sell out the link. Don't give them no food for no food and no drink. They claim them a play this bigger than you think. Have you ever champagne when a youth man just sing? Hey, the rock now not keep on your block. What it don't chat cause every man a face shop. You grab it and knock it and I say you got a clock. You think it's a game and feel you get shot. This is the rise and the fall, the story. I get a youth life overall, you hear it. The cat from the beat on the ball, no glory. Every man a run and have to jump over wall. Don't blame the weed and the rum. This is the design program to keep you down. The bigger is a tank and I show the gun. Don't knock off the music and it's a play with fun. Hey, don't tell no lie, keep it real. Ask if them a read them, no care how you feel. Them consider you when them a cut them deal. Them laugh on the chat when we a fight for a meal. Hey, no give them no ratings, no call them no boss. We open the drink and use for class. When Christmas time we no see Santa Claus. The whole thing fast, everything fast. The rise and the fall, the story. I get a youth life overall, you hear it. The clap from the beat on the ball, no glory. Every man a run and have to jump over wall. Don't blame the weed and the rum. This is thing design program to keep you down. The bigger is a talk and I show the gun. Don't turn off the music and it have to be fun. Hey, coming from the ghetto life from. We know things harder, we never have much. Still push through the struggle even though they cut it up. I rise above it all cause we not can crush. That song you feel the fan repeat. In dance fight, every ghetto youth in the street. The hungry a fight but I show you no see. Rise up the youth and don't accept defeat.
Alright, that's Sudu. Well, one called The Story. Sudu said, well, he looked and he observed. He has looked and observed what's happening in the dancehall scene and the music biz, and he's doing this song as an encouragement to all the youngsters to look at things more broadly and more deeply, and gain some inspiration from his message in what he's putting out in his song. So Sudu, what was the response to this song locally and in Florida where you are, and in general?
Well, in general, the response is very good, very, very good. Even when I send it amongst my peers, I say, hey, critique the song, you have to be on them. I say, you believe me, this dancehall one, this missing, you find the missing link. So the response is good, very positive. All right. It's upbeat, and everyone like, yo, this are the song.
All right.
This are the song.
Wonderful. Now, I understand that you're currently working on a mixtape and an EP. What's going to be the composition of that mixtape and EP?
Well, for the mixtape, I'm definitely doing, I'm doing 7 tracks. Mm-hmm. 7 tracks, and then for the EP, I want to go straight exclusive 2 acoustic tracks to choose from for that, and some more upbeat thing, and I kind of mix a little bit of reggae in it too. I slow it down a little bit for the album. I slow it down, but I'm currently in the process of recording 4 tracks outstanding for the album, and I recorded a song last night to complete the mixtape. So the mixtape is pretty much in the final stages now, and the album 4 more tracks to go, and perfect, ready to go,
All right, so now, when it comes to social media, where can listeners and music lovers check out Sudu and learn more about you?
Yeah, man, at Facebook, you can find me at Sudu Music at Facebook, and IG, you got Sudu Official, and also you have Sudu Music fan page, and also at YouTube, you have Sudu Music. So all over social media is Sudu Music for the most part.
All right, Sudu.
Follow me.
Mm-hmm. All right, sir. All right, Sudu, thanks for touching base, and I wish you all the best, especially with this new song, My Story, and your mixtape and EP, which is coming up soon, all right?
So, yes, man. Definitely coming this summer. Jamaica, big up and expect me, You understand? All the great music coming your way. Sudu.
All right, Sudu. So there, you just heard from Sudu, who is a Jamaican dancehall artist who is now based in Florida. All right, 15 past 9 o'clock. We're still inside of the segment we call Friday Night Live. We're going to take a short break, take her some beers, and we come back. We got someone else to talk to. Don't move.
At JPS Energy Solutions, we take you